So my name is Heather Christie and I'm a PIM 65. I did the Choose Your Own Adventure route, so I was an SLM, and I'm officially a Master in Intercultural Service Leadership and Management as of yesterday. I did my practicum living in Granada, Spain, and working in northern Morocco with an organization called Morocco Exchange, and it did kind of deal directly with how I ended up writing my capstone, but it also ties in a lot with what I do here in the U.S. I originally was working in my practicum taking students on intensive trips to northern Morocco, so they would have a chance to sort of see firsthand a Muslim culture, a Muslim country, kind of outside of the perspective of the media. My capstone actually was written about graffiti and the changing Spanish identity. So I wrote my capstone. I decided to do some work with some of the immigrant and non-immigrant graffiti artists in Granada, and actually was really lucky because my capstone changed. I got to have a lot more firsthand one-on-one interviews with some of the artists as I went. So basically having the opportunity to walk around Granada, which has some of the most amazing graffiti in the world, and then ask questions to people about how they ended up writing graffiti, how they started doing that, what was the process, and how do they express themselves through their graffiti. Things that I probably found the most interesting were that actually, of all of the interviews that I did, only one person actually felt Spanish, and everybody else that I talked to actually identified with other pieces of their self outside of living in Spain and being in Spain. And so they were very unified in one thing, in that they were grafiteros, they were graffiti writers in Granada, and I think that was a really amazing piece that, you know, in spite of all the differences that they had, they did have this kind of one piece where they connected. So for my capstone, I was really excited. I got to sort of combine my passion for art and social change and Granada and Morocco, and show a lot of pictures. I got to walk throughout I mean, that was the coolest thing about my capstone, is I walked through the city and I just took a million pictures, and it was a really great experience. And it's actually one that I tie in a lot with what I'm doing here. I live in a place where there's a lot of immigrants, and I'm starting to see a lot of graffiti come up around the city, and a lot of it is because they don't have any access to any place else to express themselves and any place to tell their story. So it was a really amazing experience, and I definitely appreciate the fact that I got to be there and have that be a part of my life.
Well, thank you.